Hi there, I'm Coach Kenneth.
And I'm Coach Victoria.
And in this video, we're going to be talking to you about why does my ex watch my social media? It can be incredibly confusing to see somebody who's being ice cold with you, acting like they don't care, ignoring you, whatever, and yet they're watching your social media, they're watching your Instagram, they're watching your stories, they're looking at your Facebook. It is so confusing.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And every situation is so unique and every situation is so different. And, so today this is, obviously going to be a more generalized view of what we see and happens in situations, right? So one of the things that you have to understand is that even though your ex is being really cold with you, they had a bond with you. And when you form a bond with somebody and the bond feels severed, it is painful. Now, obviously, the one that's doing the dumping, it's not as painful because they feel in control of the situation. They feel like they could change the situation if they wanted to. They don't feel powerless or hopeless. Whereas the dumpy feels like they have no power, they can't do anything about it. But the dumper, if you stop reaching out especially, is going to start to feel that anxiety and want to know where you're at and what you're doing.
And one of the reasons why they stalk, why they watch your videos, or maybe they're looking at your posts and you can tell, maybe they're looking at your TikTok. We were just talking about how TikTok will tell on you.
Snitch talk.
They will. They will. And if you notice that, one of the reasons might be because they're trying to see if you're dating someone new. And this can be very confusing because you're thinking, they broke up with me. Why would they care if I'm dating someone new? They were invested in the relationship to some degree. It would impact them if you started dating someone new because it would make them question your value of the relationship. Did they really care if they were able to move on so quickly? Or I noticed them dating all of a sudden. I didn't expect it to be this soon. Or, I didn't expect it to be this person. What does that mean? And so you would be surprised for the ex's experience. A lot of times they can get into their own heads too.
Absolutely.
It's really hard to think about it. And even if they ended the relationship, they want it to mean something. Just like you do. You want this relationship to mean something. They want it to mean something too. And so seeing you with someone else can compromise that.
Yeah, if they feel like you've moved on that quickly, now they feel like they've been replaced, and that is very painful for them as well.
Right.
But we say you got to be very careful with jealousy because it can backfire, and I've seen it happen many, many times. And, so you don't want it to blow up in your face.
Right. And we're not saying to make them jealous on purpose. I want to make that clear. Them checking your stories to see if you have moved on is different from you purposefully putting out content or posts out there that make it seem like you have just to get to them.
Yep. And I know many of you guys do it.
Yeah.
But you're seeing them look at your stories, your stuff, what's going on, and you're wondering, well, I just don't understand why they're doing this. They don't want to talk to me. They don't want to be with me. Why would they do this? Well, it's not black and white. In many ways, the bond, the connection, you can't just turn that off. And so they want to know about what's going on in your life. They get curious. They want to see where you're at, what you're doing, who you're with. But they don't want to reach out to you, because if they reach out to you, then you're probably going to be like, what do you want to do? Do you want to see me? Do you want to fix this? And you're going to lose emotional self-control like you've done many times leading up to it. And so they're not wanting to deal with that, but so they want to kind of watch from a distance. So by seeing their outward behavior and what they're doing, it gives you a picture of what's going on within them, right? If they truly didn't care, would they be looking? I don't think so. No. I don't think so. And so they're confused and they are ambivalent. And you can want two things at the same time. And it can be very confusing, but you can want to be with somebody, but also want to be single at the same time. I know it's hard to believe, but people can feel like that, especially, if they weren't getting their needs met, or they didn't feel like, the relationship was going to go in a way that was working for them, whatever it may be. So this is a way from them to see what you're doing, but by playing it safe.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a big risk to just click on that little circle and see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So for them, they're not ready for a full reach out, but they're also not to the point where they've completely forgotten about you and are apathetic about the situation.
That's right.
There's also something really magical about pictures and videos. It captures a moment in time. It captures your voice sometimes if it's a story and it's a video. So this can really make you feel connected to somebody when you're watching it. And this may be another reason as to why they're looking.
Yep.
A breakup is hard. It's hard to not see the person that you're used to seeing every day or talking to every day. And a lot of people, when going through a loss or grief, they have this fear of forgetting what someone is like. And with a story, with social media in general, with being able to share pictures and videos with a snap of a finger, you're able to get just a little snapshot of what that person was like.
Mm-hmm.
And so
it makes you feel connected again.
Yeah. So one of this...
it doesn't make you feel distant from them any longer.
Exactly. And so that's a lot of words to just say that they're missing you. They're dealing with the grief of the breakup themselves. Now, you have to remember that this is not a reach out. Them viewing a story or even liking a post is not them making the effort to directly communicate with you.
Yeah, if they like a post or give you an emoji reaction or something like that, you do nothing. That is not a direct reach out to you. It's as little as they could possibly do. Mm-hmm. You need a little bit more effort than that. Even them saying something like, that was really funny. There's a big difference between that and just like a laughing emoji.
Right.
So you don't want to handle like any kind of like liking of a post or something like that as any kind of reach out. They gotta make some kind of direct contact to consider it them reaching out to you, okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is just a little bit of what we see in these kind of situations as to why an ex is watching your stories. But ultimately, I don't think it's a bad thing. Mm-hmm. Okay? It means they still want to know what's going on. It means on some level they're still invested in you.
Right.
Okay, so hopefully this has been helpful to you. Of course, if you want to get our help personally, you can do that on my website, askcraig.net. I do email coaching and I do Skype. Coach Victoria is also available for Skype coaching.
I'm here whenever you need.
Just click on her name on the top of the website to schedule with her. But that's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
And I'm Coach Victoria.
And we will talk with you soon.